Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Spark the Electric Jester 2! On the last episode, the very first episode of this series, we got a taste of what we could do in this game in Area 1's terminal village of the Double Moon Villa. And, yeah. I think I spent an overly long time on that, and we're not going to be going back there, no siree. But upon completing this little thing, we have unlocked all of this stuff around it. Now, here's the thing, and I brought this up earlier, is you need freedom medals in order to continue through this game. In order to get to the next major area, the next major level, we need 6 freedom medals. Doesn't that just sound like a freaking blast? And, well, since it just unlocked 6 levels for us, we could go there. But first, we're going to stop at Shapalo's Goods, the store for this game. You know, rather than a menu store that we can just go to like there was in the last game. And, this guy is very similar to Romalo, at least in his design, but, anyway. So we've got several options. We've got extra moves, extra powers, upgrades, and Jester powers. Jester powers. Those DVDs have old military training videos, no joke. I'm sure they'll be of use of you. Oh, yes. And like I said, like the combat system in this game always expands, even if it doesn't have, you know, anything that I particularly care about. Extra powers, we can buy these and assign these to different points on the D-pad in order to, you know, just have things that we can use like that. You can get the speed buff, the hyper surge, which is basically a chaos blast. The energy dash, which is itself is just another boost technique that you can do when you have enough energy. The overcharge, which, much like the speed buff, just instead of buffing your speed, it buffs your strength, which means you can take out enemies a lot faster. Snap portal, which I've honestly never used. Basically, the way it looks like, it's like your Chaos Snap, only it doesn't immediately take out enemies. The Radar Scout, which, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, it's exactly what it says. It's a scouter, and it puts a radar on your screen so that you can figure out where there's more hidden collectibles or goodies or whatnot throughout the level. This is going to be useful if you want to go searching for, you know, the explore medals and whatnot throughout the various stages. But boy, it's pricey. 3,500 bits. Multi-shot blast. It's 100 bits that I could put into that. Healing. Pretty good. Should recharge that electrical barrier. Cloud shot. Basically, I think it's just smart chemical that's injected into the fibers of those scars, raw stuff. So basically, this is from the Wind Jester power-up, only reduced now into a vague sort of temporary hover thing. Temporary shield. Again, there's so much here as far as the powers and moves I just don't use. But then there's the upgrades, which actually, I think I'm going to get all of these as soon as I can. Starting with the Jester Swipe, which, it's the Lightspeed Dash. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, and this is something that I constantly never really thought about is, you know, that finger gun thing that Spark always did in the first game, that he could do in the first game. I think it depends. I think you needed a special, I don't remember honestly, but the point is, now we can do that if I buy this. And then there's the rail boost, which allows us to boost on rails if we want to. And then there's rain braking, which allows us to brake while we're on rails, but while we're braking, it'll charge up our energy. I'm gonna go for that. And until I have 500 bits, I'm not going to be able to buy the rail boost upgrade. But then there's extra Jester powers, but we can't get anything there yet because he doesn't have them available yet. My headset's fallen off.
Please stand by.
Anyway, let's get on with things. Also, there's the special training area. It's basically kind of like a danger room scenario where you get to pick a couple of different enemies that you can face off with and, you know, practice combos and whatnot. I'm not going to bother with that for this Let's Play, but that's what that is. We have several challenges, such as slope jumping, Jester dash, and the charged Jester dash. We'll go in order. Challenge 1, slope jumping. Excuse me. Basically, tutorials on how to do certain things in this game. Slope jumping. Use your momentum to jump higher off of slopes. Whee! Whee! I'm playing a Sonic Adventure, boy. Yep. And it's that simple. It seemed like I was still falling after the thing went blank. But, yep, we get one more freedom medal for that. So, hurrah! Now all you need to do is collect some more freedom medals to keep going, but on to the next challenge. The Jester Dash. Press the Jester Dash button to immediately destroy a small enemy. Okay. So this is our homing attack tutorial, essentially. With homing attack chains, a la Sonic Adventure 2 and various other Sonic games following it. And it's pretty snappy. Whoop. Fire bars. Ooh. It's a bit of a problem when the camera doesn't move. Yeah, you gotta move the camera yourself. You know, can't hold hands for you completely. Homing attack chains up the wazoo here. You know, this is about homing attack chains and using the Jester Dash. Why does it throw the fire bars in there? I don't get that. But yep, it's another freedom medal in our hands. So we have a total of 4. Like I said, we need 6 to get to the next level. Next challenge, the charged Jester Dash. God damn it, why do I keep saying gesture? Don't forget to check all your moves within the pause menu. Yeah, because that'll give you a clear indication of how you need to do things. In the database, this will tell you about freedom medals, special medals, speed medals, score medals, how to get score, how to get your score multiplier, exploration medals, all that stuff. Go through all the different move lists in order to figure out how you need to do things. Or remember how to do things that you bought at the menu. It says left trigger with LT, but I'm using, I am using PlayStation 4 controller. Oh yes, springs! That's very not Sonic-like at all. Okay. I made it. Yeah, simple challenge to show that you have, you know your techniques. Okay. It's now 5 freedom medals. We only need one more to get on to the next level. So we need to pick. Do we need to go... Should we go to Cold Dry Desert, High-Rise Tracks, or AM Village? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There's a lot of things to be obtained by going here. We only need one freedom medal to get to the next area. Ah, this is interesting. Something different. Get coins to complete the stage. Well, let's try this one, just for the sake of it. In this stage, you'll need to collect medals before the timer runs out. You don't need to collect them all, just a set amount. Good luck. So, what, we're doing like a Sonic Adventure style treasure hunt stage? Only without the hints, we're just looking for medals. 10 to be specific. There's one. Is there one behind me? No. What about over here? No, I should have saved this level and for, showing the exploration value of the game, because that's what what these challenges are for. Oh, there's another one right out here in the open. Gimme! And we've got underwater sections too, and of course, Spark doesn't need to breathe oxygen. Which just brings up all sorts of... Really? This is the way you decided to handle this. When it comes... I just went straight through that thing. When it comes to the game design, it's just like, okay, so in order to deal with the issue of, Sonic and his underwater troubles when you're making your own not Sonic game, how are you going to handle that? Well, in Freedom Planet's case, they just made it so that all the characters could frickin' swim. And in the case of Spark the Electric Jester, he can breathe underwater. It doesn't need oxygen. Woohoo! Yeah, and that is the, the Jester swipe in action. Get you a lot of speed all at once. Ooh, I see you. Mine. 6 out of 10. So far, these have all been relatively easy to come by. But then again, I've also just happened upon them with no real inclination to the contrary. But I've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right about... Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get to figure out where there's any more. Find 6, 7, 8... 4 more. 4. Yeah, 4. Dude. Oh, there's one right there. I see a spring on this platform. I want to go up. Oh, hey, there's one right there. And I see a pulse. I see a couple of pulsating things. Uh-oh! Okay. Okay. That's something that the game hasn't taught us about yet, but that is something that you are going to need to know. Fall damage in this game is a thing. I don't think it's the most favorable thing ever, but whatever. I'll deal with it. But I'll explain that more as we get along. We now have 6 freedom medals. There's 2 more stages left yet that we have unlocked to go to if we decide to. But I want to move on for right now and go to the Terminal Village boss Sawman. I will defeat boss. Bigger enemies need to be attacked to be destroyed. Make sure to check all moves page in the pause menu to know all your moves. Some moves can launch enemies into the air. Higher the bar, the more damage you deal. Hitting enemies with the same attack over and over won't raise your bar. You can hold down parry and block, blah blah blah. So yeah, we can still parry attacks. The enemy is about to attack but cannot be blocked if it's a yellow warning. And a green warning means the enemy is about to grab you. This attack cannot be parried. So basically, if they're going red, you can parry the attack. If it's any other color other than red, dodge it. Seems simple enough. But the whole, when it comes to combat, I'm sorry, I prefer to mash buttons and see what happens rather than think and learn combos. Oh, hello. You're a quadrupedal man thing. Ow. Parry right before an attack hits to remove the shield. Hey, you can't get away from me. I'm gonna keep beating on you. And I'm gonna parry you until you get dead. Oh, what is this? Feet? Hands? Hands? Oh, wait a minute, I remember you! You were an annoyance from the first game. Ow! Okay, come on, stop that. Ooh, I should have dodged that. And you are done in history! Or at least you better be. See, don't want to go through what I went through last time. What the f- So, what was up with that, with the first shot where it looked like his leg was twitching? A rider kick! I'm Spark. I'm bad to the bone, man. Stage complete! Freedom Medal 7. Yeah! I'm cool. I kick butt. Alright, well. We're able to go on to the next area, Drinian Desert. But we are not going to go there in this episode of Let's Play Spark the Electric Jester because this is actually Spark the Electric Jester 3. But yeah, we're going to end this episode, and we'll have to get back to you on the next one. So, until then, thank you absolutely everyone for watching. As always, there will be links in the description below to my various social media outlets, as well as to my coffee page, if you care to follow up on that. Devasia mentality. Peace out.